A dice! Child! Yes, you! Come closer. You, child! I believe we can be useful to each other. No, nor I you. But the threads of fate weave strange fabrics indeed. You see, I've noticed that you have a dice with you. Right, a good act, child. You'll need your wits to survive what's coming, I'd wager. So, let's say, hypothetically, you have a dice, which of course you don't, which means you, hypothetically, have experience in their identification and true nature. I've heard tell of a dice circulating Cellar Street. Of course, it's been so long since a true dice has been here. People don't entirely recognize it for what it is. And if these rumors were true, well, I dare say you could be the one to find it. Folks dimly sense it has value. They treat it as something rare and unique, say a fossil, not knowing its true value, its true nature. I believe someone like yourself could trade for it, or at the very least, trade up to it. Hypothetically, of course, and if you did hypothetically succeed in possessing such a dice, well, I'd be interested, and I'd make it worth your while indeed. I've heard stories around Cellar Street. There's all sorts of strange items for trade there. And if you can't find it directly, you could trade until you do. I've told you all I can. Oh, except that I've heard whispers that someone is buying words, and someone else is selling them. And that would be where I'd start. Make yourself useful, child. Trade and trade until, before you know it, you've got your hands on one of those dangerous, awful, deadly dice. And then you give it to me, and I will take care of it.
Mahla hele. Wat ken je lemonade? Oh, kaskamona. So, mwana hela.
door wouldn't open until Dicey had a third pip. Which was good, because it saved me from having to repeat myself. So again, that door won't open unless Dicey has a third pip, which he does not.
All this tunus reminds me of Odd. I promise you, sister, I am coming for you.
Some of us are... You can't hear that, can't you? That noise! Dang it. I'm trying to sleep, and that blabbed bloob is up on my roof making a ruckus. It's those dang... Oh, I don't even know what they are. Screaming wobblies. You've seen them. Now they're up on my roof making noise. All I want to do is nap. I'm old. I've spent more hours awake than anyone, and I deserve some moments of blessed unconsciousness. Quiet unconsciousness. You'll help me, won't you? I'll reward you or something. Thank you, little one. You've made an old man's heart want to fill with hope, which will happen as soon as this old man's ears are no longer filled with cotton to keep that darn noise down! Please don't dawdle now. I'm very old. You dang little bloob critter! Thank you, little one.
Well, have you gotten the ingredients yet? I need all. He means I.
Words for sale. Who wants to buy a... My rarest word? Ha, that's a tall order. What do you have to offer in trade? I'm listening. Eyesome? It sounds gross. Like you're putting something in your eye. Gross! No thanks. No trade here. What do you have to offer in trade? Let's hear it. What? That is worth only the most common word. Here you go. The. Enjoy. It's worthless and nobody will trade you for it. What do you have to offer in trade? Let's hear it. How? Oh, down, like as in duck feathers. Ah, sorry. Not a fan of puns. No trade. What do you have to offer in trade? Let's hear it. Why? 7, 8, 9? Oh, 7, 8, 9. Ugh, keep that joke. I don't want it. What do you have to offer in trade? Your last one didn't do anything for me, but I'm listening. How does a small girl like you know an adult word like that? Adlubescence. Oh, learning it is a pleasure. The breath of the essence sound, the mouth feel of adlube. Oh, the rarity of it. Oh, this is a word I can definitely sell. Tell you what, I'll give you a great word in exchange too. Oblectament. Close. Oblectament. It means a source of delight. For example, learning adlubescence is an oblectament. Thank you again, kid. It's been a pleasure doing business with you. Bye. Beautiful. Use it well, kid. I got words for sale here. Choice words. Pluviophile. It means lover of rain. That's just a free sample.
Oh, cool Doris costume. Get your fresh rock straight out of the tube.
I got it 50% off sale. That's twice as cheap as normal.
Not the one. You wouldn't happen to have anything, would you? A word? Now that's interesting. I've never traded in words before. This could be a whole new marketplace. What's the word? That is a beautiful word. Oblectament. I would like some oblectament, please. Yes, it is a good word, and that means it has value. Anything with value I can trade. Oh, this is going to be great! Let me compensate you for that word by giving you a Gubblegregor in exchange. They're very futuristic.
Bat spiders are a very popular pet lately. Oh, no.
Perfect. We have a deal. Enjoy it, and be sure not to Gubblegreg too much on your first go. Great, kid.
Get your pre-chewed food here, smooth and silky.
Seller Street Socks. Get your socks here. Seller Street Socks. Get your here.
Who wants some super juice? I got super juice here.
Shroud, get your fresh shroud straight out of the tube. That's dinner for two.
That's a spiffy nice costume, kid. My grandmother told me about him.
Please, trade the Gubblegregor to me. I'm sure this skull I'm offering is invaluable. It must be. It's darned old. Thank you. Here, have this, fossilized skull, I think. Strangely four-sided. It must have come from some sort of ancient extinct animal. Big Red dug it up a while back before... forget it, it's not important. But this has got to be the rarest thing in all of Two Town. Thanks, kid.
That is such a creative dice costume. No way, Ronaldo.
Who wants
Are
to
you serious?
buy a word? I got Cliniomania looking for a good...
You have the ingredients! Brilliant! That's all I need. Please, pass them over. Remember, you did say you'd give them to me. Thank you! Oh, thank you! Oh, just need to mix them together and... down the hatch! Okay. I feel... strange. Whoa! Oh, this is intense! Perfect! It's just me! For the first time, it's just me! Thank you for this. Let me give you something in exchange for all of this. It's my partner's personality, distilled down to its purest essence. I hope it treats you well. You know what? By the cards, I think I'm actually going to miss him. It's so quiet without him in my head. I may actually miss him already. He'd say that's only logical. Isn't that funny? It's funny, isn't it?
I've got a card up my sleeve,
did the
in
number
my
two
chest,
come
up in
to
home,
random,
up in...
and lo, it was
everywhere. Let's trade.
Oh dear, do I ever shut up? And lo, did the number
Raise the
two
stakes
inspire
with a new
all to praise
card.
the Queen?
Manny's got what you need.
Impossible! Let me see that. By the card makers themselves, this is a dice. Or rather, it was a dice. Oh, if I had such power, child, I wouldn't be lurking here, talking to strangers. No, it wasn't me. The Queen destroyed all the dice, child. Well, Almost. I want to say thank you, child. It's been so long since I've seen a dice, even one that's dead like this. That alarms you, doesn't it? Yes, dice can die. We found that out in the No Dice War. It was a catastrophe. The Queen, child, decided that she should be the only one to wield a dice, and so she waged war on them, and on those who'd wield them. And she did not show mercy in victory. When she finds out there's still a dice, and still a wielder, well, she will be apoplectic. And she is not to be toyed with. What happened here, she'll do to you and your friend here. It's not a threat, little one. It's an observation, gleaned from hard-earned experience. Hypothetically speaking, that is. But don't worry, your secret is safe with me. As for this poor dice, I'm going to return it to where it belongs, to the sacred valley of the dice. I have. It used to be so different. There are some of us who remember the old ways, child. We must stay hidden, and we must stay silent. But we exist. The valley is hidden, far below Random, and far from the Queen's prying eyes. It's a crypt, a land of the dead, forbidden to all but a few will remember. I'd wager you don't fully know what you travel with. I'm glad to hear it. I hope you are. Goodbye, child. Take care and Random rules.
Scan man halla. Oi, skillen. Seko, men heine. Då kan man naina koinen med hen.
The door would never open unless maybe, just maybe, Dicey could somehow get a third pip in this town. As she looked up, Even began to realize that Two Town's name was easily twice as literal as she'd suspected. They seemed to be constructing a second town.
I've had enough of this job. Ouch. Okay. All right. Huh? Oh, a dice? Where did you come from, little one?
Let him go! That's right. You better smarten up and look where you're going, or
Well, you're very angry for someone so small.
I'm not small. You're a big, clumsy giant who goes around sitting on my friends.
Again, I apologize. It was an accident.
All right, apology accepted. Look, I'm trying to find my sister, and I've got to get through that big old door.
Name's Seymour. Haven't seen your sister, though. Thing is, I don't see too much of anything these days. And not since the nanny confiscated most of my eyes. 2 of them for Two Town, she said. Oh, not like that. Nanny Fortuna. Old lady, right hand of the queen. She is as mean as she is old. Anyway, once she gave my eyes to the mayor, they disappeared. I haven't heard any news about them since. So, it seems like we both have a reason not to like her. The Civil War and Freedom, tried to desert it and got sentenced for treason. I wasn't doing any good there anyway. I'm a lover, not a fighter. But enough about that. What's up with this dice? I haven't seen a real one in years. I see you're missing a couple of pips, little one, if you're gonna go anywhere. You are new, aren't you? Door to Three Towns forever locked. Keeps the district separate by order of the Queen. You'd need to roll a 3 to open it, and since nobody has a dice anymore, well, they stay closed. But your little friend's so close to 3. I could fix you, but I can't. Not unless I get my missing eyes back. Oh, if only a brave dice wielder would find it in her heart of glory to begin a quest to find and return my eyes. Absolutely! I'm certain the nanny passed my eyes on to the mayor. Of course, if she'd given them to the right mayor, getting them back would be easy, but she gave them to that upside-down one. Ugh, what a nightmare. Oh, that's a good one. Listen, even if things were that easy, do you think we'd all be here? Heck no! We'd all be in Sixtown, living the high life, relaxing by whatever it is that Sixtowners relax by. A pool of gold, probably. Sadly, it's not that easy, even. Especially not since that nanny has given my eyes to that nightmare of a mayor. So, yeah, find my eyes, and I can definitely help you. So, you'll help out old Seymour? Thank you. Be careful with that two-faced mayor. Okay, if you need me, I'll be over at the town square, near the door to Freedom. Oh, it's a bad place. It's one of the 6 towns, one for each side of the Queen's black dice. We used to be united, but that was generations ago. Before the No Dice War, Random has seen a lot of war. Oh, don't get me started, kiddo. The town's being ruined by a family of triplets. It's petty sibling rivalry on a humongous destructive scale, with no end in sight.
even decided that she felt a kinship with this sad, large monster. He'd been hurt by the same people who took her sister. She had the sense she was the only one who could help him, and she had the sense Seymour could end up helping her too.
Low down there. That I am. Well, one of them at least. And you, young lady, are... well met, Even.
At last, Even had arrived at the mayor of Two Town, the administrator of this land, and the alleged thief of Seymour's eyes. Or at least, Even had arrived at his lower extremities.
What brings you to my office today, Even? You're trying to blind your mister with your swollen thighs? Mine a twister for some colon guys? Grind your... why don't you take the elevator and step into my office, Even? It'll be easier to talk.
It's so beautiful, the by downtown. A shining city in the sky.
Yes, hello. Step into my office, such as it is. Don't mind the thing sticking out of my hat. He's... how best to explain this? I had a lot on my mind about this Upside Downtown project. It was starting to get out of hand, and then one day he was just there.
I've always been here.
Right. We'd better keep our voices down, Even, if we are to keep this conversation away from his ears. I'm sure you noticed the changes here, Even. Our personalities becoming personified now. That's what Royam is. He's growing out of my hat, and I don't know how to stop him. I don't know how to fix this town, Even, and I don't know why I'm telling you this. Oh, I suppose you just have a face one can trust. In any case, what brings you to the mayor today? What's that, little girl? You want to know how our first-past-the-post democratic system works? Why, I'd be happy to explain it in tremendous detail beginning now. Okay, I think that warded him off. That thing growing out of my hat has a name. Royam. What? Oh, I never thought of that. Anyway, Royam is my opposite side. He's much more self-assured than I am, which normally would be great, but the things he's doing, I don't know if I can support them. Well, for starters, he's wasting precious time and people on this upside-down project. Secondly, he is bat-dung mad as a hatter, and he freaks me out personally. He's my opposite, but at the end of the day, that's the grand thing about Two Town, isn't it? Everyone's got the other half. It's just like breathing to us. Mostly like breathing. Oh, that's the Queen's idea. She wants us to build a second Two Town. Duality and all that. It'll be glorious, of course. Everything the Queen does is glorious. But, well, it just seems to be that it's taking its time to get to that glory and, well, never mind. I'm speaking out of turn. Right. Queens always know best. I should stop worrying about it. It is, yes. It didn't used to be this way. Truth be told, the two-ness in this town can be a little tiring. Everyone being split into dual personalities is what makes us who we are. But building a second city... That's actually pretty accurate, since it's mostly built out of garbage. At its best, it is a mad experiment to test my patience, keeping half of the citizenry occupied with useless work while the rest of my town stagnates. Oh, but look at myself lose my temper again. We must trust in the Queen's grand plan for us all, in our duty to ensure that what she wants happens. In the end, it is all fair, even random rules. No, I'm afraid not. You're the first tourist we've had in quite some time. Have you considered spending some time in currency down the wonderful Cellar Street? Oh, good. As mayor, I expect that should make me happy. We've got a new slogan, you know, straight from Nani Fortuna. It's Two Town, where the fun is doubled. So twice the fun. That's something to look forward to. I wish it were that easy even, but I'm just the mayor, and she's the queen! I'm simply not a man of action even. Not anymore. There's nothing I can do. Yes, well, we must all take the roles we're given in life, yes? I'm afraid not even. Despite my title, I'm in no position to help you. But... well, if you dared, you could try talking to Royam directly. I shouldn't even be mentioning his name. But, well, you need my help, and this is all I can do. I suspect he knows more than he lets on. I'm lowering an elevator for you even. It's your choice. And good luck.